And those intense thunderstorms also left parts of downtown underwater last night. Crews worked throughout the night to clear the waves, and today we're getting a look at what was left behind.
This pond, it's hard to believe this entire pond was full and spilled out into the neighborhood.
Videos sent in by viewers show streets filled with water last night, filling underpasses, forcing road closures across the metro in areas like Coors and Paseo and at Gibson and 98th Street. Flooding near Broadway and Lomas was so severe some people were getting out of their own cars to get help.
And then out on the flooding on Lomas and Broadway, there's a number of trucks and SUVs that were kind of just helping smaller cars get out of the flooding that were stalled in the middle of the road. And that made me really happy to see because it's such a uniquely, I think, Albuquerque thing.
Today, the city also told News 13 large parts of downtown flooded as City Hall and APD Main both had water seep into their basements. We'll have more on last night's flooding tonight at 10. Well, city officials also say this was one of the most intense flooding in downtown Albuquerque in about a decade. Flooding in August 2014 left nearby homes in Martineztown at risk of flooding, prompting the city to look into a bigger pump station and retention pond. City officials moved forward with their plans to build the Marble Arno station at Broadway and Lomas. Mayor Tim Keller says the station was finished just 2 years ago, but last night the pump failed to activate properly because of power surges.
That obviously reduced the capacity of this facility to do its job, but as soon as we were aware of the situation, crews were out to restore the malfunctioning pumps, and I'm told once it did get working, it worked very well.
Officials say the area did flood overnight, but the pond was over capacity, which typically holds around 2.5 gallons of water. Crews were able to restore the pumps around 1:30 a.m. and say if it were not for the pond, several downtown neighborhoods would have faced severe flood damage.